Welcome back to AJOKE'S vlog. My name is AJOKE, and I want to say thank you for sticking by me, for the love, the attention. Oh my god, it's soothing. Thank you for commenting, thank you for the likes and everything. And I want to say I can never have come this far without you. So in every blog, in everything, I keep saying thank you. And I also want to know your thoughts about this vlogging experience. This is a new vlog, I know, but it's blissful when I just create content that matters to you as much as they matter to me. This is our vlog. It's not about me, it's about you and me. Our vlog, it's our thing. Okay, so if you're new to this channel, if you have not yet subscribed, please just press the subscribe button. It's free, and do well to like, share, and comment. Okay, today's vlog is just talk. It's just talk about life, about the things that has worked for me in a year and some months of living in China. In as much as this vlog is not about religious stuff, it might tilt towards religion and all that. I'm a very liberal person. I believe in one world, one God, irrespective of the names we'll call him. So this is not to spite anyone or to promote religion, in as much as I do believe in God. Okay, so what has worked for me in China so far is one, contentment. Contentment has helped me a lot in my decisions making, in the way I put myself out to people and all that, because this is a whole new experience for me. This is the first time I'm staying away from home. Like, I've been away from home, boarding house, lady university and all that, but this is just a whole new experience, because for the other places, home is just like a call away, 1 hour, 3 hour, not like across several oceans and hills and mountains to get to China. So contentment has really helped me, because it has helped me to become a person that knows that there is a limit to the things I can get. Not because I'm placing myself under any limiting thought or anything, but I know that there are things that I want to get at some point in time that I will not get. And there are things that I can get if I try to go out of the way of my morals, of my standard upbringing, religion perspective. And I understand that those kind of things will put me in harm's way at some point, or then demeaning my integrity. So contentment has helped me so far. An experience of what contentment did to me was, I was in need of a job at some point. Okay, I've always said this, there was a point I was homeless. So at that point, I was in need of money. I had debts coming down on me. I had health issues. A lot of things were working against me. At that point, there was nobody I could talk to, because I believe everybody's just fighting their own battles. So I got introduced to this guy. Let's say his name is Tony, and Mr. Tony told me, oh, okay, I'm African, is Kenyan. So he told me he's African, is an agent, helps people get a job, but presently at that moment he doesn't have a job. And because I have a good command of English language, he thinks we can work together. So he told me, you have to help me get teachers. You have to help me get teachers. If I get the teachers, I send their documents and everything to Mr. Tony, and then he tries to help them to get a job. And if they get a job, there is a percentage the school gives to him and he shares with me. At least that was what he told me. Okay, so simple-minded me went on trying to help him get teachers. I remember getting a guy called Frank and one guy called Amazing from a group. Yeah, and they sent their documents and everything, and I forwarded to Mr. Tony, and that was all until one of the guys called me and I was like, Vicky, the job offer Mr. Tony gave me, the place is far and everything, and I've paid him 800 renminbi. I was like, what? You're not supposed to pay. He didn't tell me you were supposed to pay, but he said, but he told me that the money is for you, and now I want my money back. Okay, so I was like, oh wow. We went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I cried, I threatened, because I knew the implication of getting my name and my picture out on all the WeChat pages and saying I'm a scam, and that was going to break me, because there is this thing I fear most: my name, my name, my name. It's all about my name, my identity. So at that point, I called Mr. Tony and he told me, this is China. China is not for the faint-hearted. You are too soft. How are you going to make money if you don't know how to get money from people that has it? I'm like, how am I gonna make money if I don't get money from the people that has it? Then I was just like, I'll make my money at the right time, in the right place, in the right atmosphere, with the right mindset. And I understand the pressure on people once they are abroad, especially Africans in abroad. The pressure to pay bills, not like you own the bills, but then by the virtue of being abroad and being independent, sort of, it's in the in the African constitution that you have to take charge of some bills, and people don't even want to know what's up with you so far the needs are met. And when the needs are not met, they begin to call you names that are not yours. This is coming from a place of personal experience too. It's not like because other people have told me their experiences, it's because I am living that shoe, like in my subconscious somehow. So if you are coming to China, or if you are in China and things are not really looking good for you, please hold on to contentment. Don't, because of bills, of trying to impress, of trying to show people that you have arrived, you have been blessed by God, and try to make money in ways that would hurt another person, that would put another person in pain, that would ruin the identity of your country, that would ruin your own reputation, your family name, hurt your loved one on the long run. Be contented. I know it's difficult being contented, but it's just one thing. It's more of doing yourself a favor than honoring God or protecting your family. It's just for your own sanity, your own peace of mind. Because on the long run, when you try to just fake things that are not yours, or try to just use a shorter cut or shorter routes to everything, you realize that you have to keep at it to save yourself, and before you know it, you are neck deep in troubles. You are losing your sleep, you are losing your happiness, your sanity, just for the daily bread. So please, let contentment, this is much to myself as it's to anyone, because I will probably get to a point in time again soon, or anytime I'll probably come back to this vlog to watch it and take my own advice. That one thing you have to hold on to. The first thing is contentment. You don't pray contentment. It's a personal decision. It's a personal decision. A lot of hard work goes into being contented, but you have to just make conscious effort daily put yourself at your best in being contented. Number two, the God factor. Like, irrespective of what your religious upbringing is, irrespective of what religion you practice, it might be a traditionalist, it might be a Christian, it might be a Muslim. Don't ever let anybody make you feel like you can survive without God. Don't even dare, because there are days that you realize that the things that are going on with you, you've tried all you could to help yourself, you've done everything you could, and it just boils down to this thing of having no result, of not being the result is not just within your reach. You need God to get a lot of things together in this China, from academics to living to friendship and all other things. Okay, basically this is the way this has worked for me. When I first came to China, I met a lot of people. I tried to bond, in as much as I'm a very, very playful person, but I respect my space. I don't allow people invade my space. I don't go out. I'm always indoor. But I realized that I tried doing all that myself and I met a lot of wrong people. I was almost introduced to a life of vices. I was about losing myself to a whole lot of things, and I realized that even for my little Chinese language that I can speak, I realized every time I just have to just put everything in prayer. It's not gonna be like prayer is the magic of making money or of having a good life. Like, you have to pray and work. Like, if you are praying without putting in your effort to learn, get better in your academics, or learn, even if it's also, if it's communication and everything, if you're not putting your own quota of these things, prayer, it's not a magic. You have to do your best of putting in your own part as human, to work, to research, to read, to reach out to people, which is one thing that is difficult for me. Reaching out to people, accepting I need help, and knowing the limits. I think, how do I say this, the place of wisdom that comes from prayer, that knowing the limits, where you know that this is the thin line between going overboard in the things I'm doing. This is the place where I should step back. And also, prayers also help you realize that there are things that are not for you. In as much as you want those things, they are not for you. I would share an experience. There was a time, at the time I had a regular, also going to classrooms and all that. So there was this day I was called for this job. I was just dressed and I was on my way out, and my man was telling me, you just have to go back and say some word of prayer. I went back and I said some words of prayer, like, God, I'm going today, please protect me. Let me not just walk into any trap. Like, that is just my basic also prayer. Let me not just walk into any trap. Favor me. Like, I want favor like a shield. Let no evil eye behold me. Let me not step on the wrong toes that would put me in trouble and all of that. I just said that prayer, and on my way I arrived at this place. And this is me, once I arrive at the place where I'm going to work, because I know of the risk and everything, I just walk in straight into the school and I just find a place to hide myself till my lesson starts. But my mind was telling me, Vicky, go and buy some snack. I'm like, I've eaten, but I felt the need to just buy some snack and some water. So I went into that place, I bought some snack and water, and I was coming out and I just met a police van parked outside. I was like, good gracious. And then I went into another shop to buy some bread, and I was talking to the woman like, oh, where Shama Jinchan parked? Why did the police park here? And she was like, oh, that they are on a routine check to all the schools. They are on a routine check to all the schools, and they've been here watching the way people are going, because in the building where I went to work, there are two schools in the building. So they've been parked in the corner trying to watch the people going in and coming out of that place, knowing if there are strange faces, on how to ask the right questions. And I just texted the woman like, there's a police van outside, I can come in, I'm going. And I came back, and I was just like, what would have happened? What would have happened if I have refused to pray, if I have refused to just follow the leading of the Holy Spirit speaking through my mind to all that? I know some people will believe that it's intuition. Yeah, intuition works. Intuition works, but there is this thing intuition will not do for you. Intuition will not bring secrets of things to you. It only give you a feeling of things to come. It won't give you the secret. It won't bring you understanding, and it won't bring you a solution. That is one thing. So I believe that contentment, prayer, and this is not just a vlog about China alone. It's a vlog about people living in the diaspora. It's a vlog about people living everywhere in the world. Like, in as much as the world is tilting on a scale like it's about to fall out of control, each day we have reasons to question religion, but we should not have a reason to question God, because God is just God. Irrespective of how we feel about it, He's just God. And I think the problem we have with religion in Africa, in the world, is because we are following religion, we are following religious leaders. It's high time we just come to a place of following God. You know, there are some times in China when people will call me like, oh, Vicky, you're going through a tough time, you can't find a job, things are not going well for you, you should send us money. There is this pastor, he said if you can send money, he would make some anointing oil for you, he will pray over water for you, he will do this and send to you. And a part of me feels like, oh, miracle. But then I'm beginning to feel like if they can talk to God and God would answer them to do that for me, then if I persist in talking to God in my own way, I would also achieve that same thing. It might take time, it might not take time, but then one thing is just that God is God of everybody, irrespective of calling him Allah, irrespective of calling him in Eledumare, irrespective of calling him Jesus, of calling him any name you think. The best way you can talk to God, talk to God. That is another thing that can keep you in China. And number 3, information. Like, there was a time I basically would not read anything on WeChat, but then I realized that the more I try to read, the more I try to ask the right questions, ask people. Some people will insult you for asking questions, some people would shut you down, but I know that this is a time of great knowledge, a time where you can just get every information at your tips. Don't be shy to ask for help. That was what Annie told me, like, you have to start meeting people, you have to socialize, you have to ask for help. This place or anywhere, it's not just a main thing. I know that the world is trying to silence people. The world is bringing a culture of silence that enables a lot of things to go wrong, a culture of silence that makes mental health into depression and leading into loss of life, a culture of silence that enables abuse, rape, and all that, a culture of silence that enables a lot of things, that makes us into automated beings, not just human beings we are created to, with tendency of love and support. So in as much as we want to measure up or something, you should also know that it's not about you, it doesn't revolve about you. You need to meet the right people, ask the right question. And one thing, and one thing, and one thing. Basically, this is a last tip. As a girl, maybe within the age of 18 to 20 something, living in China, like when you come here or when you go anywhere, you will meet people that they are users. I think a day is coming, I'll just talk about the user syndrome in China. Basically, it happens a lot here. I've experienced this. People want to use your simple-mindedness, your cariness, and everything ness against you. So basically, this might not be a perfect blog. I think this is just a way of communicating with you people. So it doesn't have to be like the perfect thing. It's just a way of conversing with you, of pouring my thoughts and learning from you, and just making it a whole lot of experience. And I just want to encourage you, anyone going through a bad time, it doesn't matter if I know you, if I don't know you, a new subscriber, a old subscriber, a friend, a follower. One thing is just that you have to just keep giving life your best. You don't have to let situations, people make you into a terror, a demon. You just have to bring your best to the table. You just have to keep believing. You keep believing in yourself. Keep believing in the promises of God concerning you, because faithful is He who has said it. He would not say a thing that He's not going to accomplish. That is God. At least that is what I know. And then I think I should just chip this in. Knowing God is Father is one of the greatest lessons I learned last year. Knowing God is Father. Like basically, a father would always watch out for you, a father would correct you, a father will love you, a father will feed you, a father will be there for you. Now, if our earthly father could portray themselves as this, how much more the attributes of God as a father? It goes really deep. So even if God is Allah to you, know that Allah is Father. They said Idina Sirat al-Mustaqim, like God is the one that makes way, that lights the way, that teaches. Believe that aspect of God, that if my father will not take me wrong, God will not take me wrong. So just keep believing in God, keep doing your best, keep putting your best. One day our hustle will pay, and I want to say thank you so much for always watching. Thank you for your